In 2016, I started a SaaS dream. And the first thing I did was hire a CTO supreme. With 3+ years experience, he seemed all right. And I paid him well, and also for his accommodation at night. But when we started building our product with might, delays kept happening, and it gave me a fright. So, we hired 6 or 7, but it didn't go right. I couldn't intervene, per our mutual sight. But time went on, and our product was still not ready. And my cash was dwindling, it made me feel unsteady. Someone suggested launching the alpha stage in haste. I fell for it and promised too much in taste. 1.5 years did pass, but the product lacked stability. 2 years elapsed, and it remained in developmental humility. My ex-CTO and developers took flight, and I felt so torn. He used my resources to fulfill his own dream and left me to mourn. To keep my promise to customers, I hired an outside team. But that plan failed too, and it felt like a bad dream. With no money left and deep depression in my mind, I had to close the project and leave it all behind. From this experience, I learned valuable lessons, and I'll share, to help others build better and smarter with less despair. Heed these lessons so you don't make the same mistake. My co-founder and I trusted our team and let it take. 1. Don't launch an unstable product. It's a recipe for angry tears. It's a trap that leads to upset customers and many fears. 2. Don't build an all-in-one tool. Keep the scope small. Divide the large vision and make it easier to manage for all. 3. Launch your product in a way that's tactical. A systematic launch cycle is practical. Validate your idea with people who pay. 80 out of 100 is a good way. 4. Focus on stability, not on fancy UI and UX. Solve your customers' problems and don't make their experience complex. 5. Sell to 1,000 paying customers, don't build more in haste. Avoid more stability issues and keep customers satisfied with taste. 6. Build an audience before you build the product you aspire. Spend time building an audience so that your distribution becomes easier to acquire. So, my dear friends, take heed of my rhyme. And avoid these mistakes in your startup climb. Don't trust blindly, launch stable and small. Follow a systematic cycle, test and test above all. Build stability first, worry about bells and whistles later. Sell to 1,000 before you build greater. Build your audience, make your distribution a breeze. And remember, building a startup is not a simple squeeze. It takes time, effort, and a lot of learning too. But with these lessons, success could be in view. So take these tips and go build something great. And avoid the pitfalls that led to my startup's fate.